Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, 7th day of September, 4th day of Elul. Here we go. When the 10 days of repentance arrive, that starts with Rosh Hashanah and ends with Yom Kippur, we're going to have special additions that we'll be saying in our shmoneh esrai. The gist of the main theme that we will be changing over to when saying these additions in our shmoneh esrai is that we won't be thinking and referring to God as our God, but rather as our King. That's the main motif change during I don't know if that was the right word for it, but during the 10 days of repentance, we view our God, the creator of the universe, we view him as the king sitting in judgment. That's the feeling that we're supposed to be feeling about our God when we speak to him during the 10 days of repentance. And so when we say things like Hamelach HaKadosh instead of Akel HaKadosh, we're saying the Holy King instead of the Holy God. Zarcheinu L'chaim Melech Hafetz B'chaim. Please remember us for life, oh great King who wants us to have life. All those kinds of things are referring to our Creator as our King. If you forget any of them, and you don't end up making the switch during your shmoneh esrei, the halacha is that you won't have to repeat the shmoneh esrei, except, hope you didn't miss this, except there is one important one that if you mess it up, you do have to repeat the shmoneh esrei, and that's the switch over from Hakel HaKadosh to Hamelach HaKadosh. That one's big. That one is considered the main crucial one where we are saying the Holy King. You have to get that one right. If you mess it up, you have to repeat the shmoneh esrei. If you don't know what you did because you weren't paying attention so beautifully to what you were saying, you'll have to assume that you said it on your old habit, and you probably said Akel HaKadosh instead of Hamelach HaKadosh, and then you'll have to repeat shmoneh esrei. So you will want to be attentive, as you should always want to be, when reciting your shmoneh esrei, especially during the 10 days of repentance. If you make any of these mistakes and you switch within what we call toch k'dei dibur while you're still talking, which is about 2 or 3 seconds, if you make the switch over during those 2 or 3 seconds and you say Hakel Hamelach HaKadosh, that's fine because you corrected it right away. But it's if you got to the next paragraph, you said Hakel HaKadosh Atachoni Ladam Das. Hamelach HaKadosh. Then it's too late, because once you said Atachonin, you're already off to the next thing, and it's too late to be switching from Akel HaKadosh to Hamelach HaKadosh. One more thing, not about those additions, and that is that some people say their shmoneh esreis during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur bent over more than usual to have the feeling of I'm in front of the king and I'm bent over like a servant. It puts you in that mood. If you're in that mode when you're standing, then you end up feeling and talking like that, and so it's appropriate to do that. You don't have to, but it's certainly appropriate if you do end up praying in the more bent over way during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. But you should straighten up for the brachos and the beginning of the paragraphs of new paragraphs, because you want to, at that point, speak directly to the king and not be hunched over. But in all the in-between parts, you can be hunched over during the Rosh Hashanah shmoneh esrei and also the Yom Kippur one. Just straighten up for the brachos and the beginning of the paragraphs of new brachos. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.